the Hmong community in particular. This is, I think everyone was just shocked by the extent and nature of this tragedy. So from our hearts to your hearts, we will walk and talk and ride together to get through this crisis. And I wanted to add that today, the special meeting will be adjourned in loving memory of those that are along with us. So thank you very much.
I think when we are confronted with situations like this in our city, it's so important that we speak with one voice, that the community knows that we support them. And today is a symbol of that, where we as City of Fresno say that we support our community, that we support the family. We know that this tragedy is not just going to affect them for the next week or two, but it's going to be an ongoing challenge. In speaking with the family, we know that they're going to need a lot of support in the future, and it's going to be important for us as a city, as a community, to come together and provide those services, and we will do that. And so we wanted to communicate that publicly and tell the family that whatever you need, the City of Fresno will be here to support you. Thank you, President.
Send my heartfelt condolences to the entire Hmong community, and special prayers and big hugs to every single family. I did get to meet Seeley's family at the press conference, but this is a very painful time for the entire city of Fresno. It's not just about the Hmong community. I think that when we think about what happened in that neighborhood, that it hurts us all, because it is something that could happen in another neighborhood that any of other of us represent. So I want to thank all the law enforcement officials, our local folks, our state folks, our federal folks, for coming in and working swiftly in trying to address this, and hoping that we do get to justice, to get some closure to the family members and to the entire community. I also, want to say that I do believe that today is a symbolic day in terms of what we are trying to demonstrate, not just to the Hmong community, but to the city as a whole, that when there is a tragedy that happens, that we're going to work together, regardless of where we're at politically, to make sure that we address the issue that is in front of us. But most importantly, I think that this is kind of the first step in demonstrating that there is some work to do here locally, so that we address the challenges that plague this city and the violence that exists. So I want to thank all of you, the folks that are here. Thank you to Councilmember Arias for his leadership, to trying to get us all together to work swiftly to make sure that the families have the resources that they need as they are struggling to mourn for their families at the same time. So again, and thank you to the community. I've seen the link being shared by thousands of people, not just here locally. I think folks across the nation are feeling the same pain, and so it is amazing to see the type of support that exists for the Hmong community and for the city of Fresno. Again, thank you everyone for making this happen.
Not only to support the effort to find the killers, but also to make a statement, and the statement, along with Mayor Brand and our police chief here, we are all united in supporting you. We will be with you all the way, every day, as long as is needed. It is very important that justice be served, justice be swift, and that the killers be found, and be found quickly. And I know all of law enforcement is working to make sure that happens. I have no doubt they will be found, and I have no doubt that justice will be served. Justice is very important to the families, to this community, and for the community to know that this kind of behavior is completely unacceptable and completely intolerable, will not be tolerated in the city of Fresno.
The Hmong community is very well integrated into the fabric of what makes up the Fresno community. And so, I've had the opportunity throughout the week to offer condolences and support, and I'm looking forward to continuing to do that today here as we hopefully take an action that will help justice to be served for our entire community.
For the general public today, we're calling a special meeting and asking our council colleagues and their mayor to contribute to increasing the reward fund to capture the perpetrators of this tragedy. So it's my hope that, and I know that this council and my colleagues and the mayor will be unanimous in their support to try and at least ensure that the folks responsible for this don't continue to walk the streets of our city. With that, my condolences to all the families that we've talked to in recent days. And there is some light at the end of the tunnel. As of this morning, we had more than 200 donors provide to the Victims Fund. The Fresno and the nation is responding to our cries for help. So thank you to everyone who's donated. And for those who haven't, please do so.
And just say to the Hmong elders and the Hmong community, I know how important family is to you. Family is important to my people as well, and your family just got bigger. And in this time of tragedy, we not only pray for the families of the victims, and we're ready to support you, we also pray for those that are recovering now. You are highly valued. The Hmong community is very, very highly valued, and we're going to come together as a community, and you're going to get the justice you deserve. Thank you.
Good morning. Occasionally we disagree on issues, but on this issue, the mayor's office, the entire council, indeed the entire city supports the Hmong community. This is a tragedy that my primary responsibility is to keep the city safe, and I want to thank our police department for their initial reaction and the ongoing effort with them, other law enforcement agencies to find the killers, to put them in justice, because people are frankly terrified in Southeast Fresno, and it affects all of us. I know all of us feel the same way. And we're not going to be defined by an act of violence. We're going to be defined by our reaction to it, our overwhelming support for the Hmong community, our overwhelming support for the families of the victims, to make a statement on who Fresno is, and the mayor's office will contribute to this reward fund, offer the resources of the city, whatever it takes to bring a closure to these families and to unite the cities together. And I appreciate the cooperation of all council members. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. Chief Hall, could I have you come up for a moment? You're new on the job, and this is could never, ever be even thought about, expected, or otherwise, especially as a new chief. And all of a sudden, you're confronted with this. The entire community is. And I think on behalf of all of us, we want to thank you. And we want to thank your team and your ability to organize everyone, put this thing together, and get these guys. These killers are going to go down. We know that. It's just a matter of time. So personally, thank you. I know if each person could stand up and shake your hand, they would thank you as well, because you're doing a great job in a very tough, difficult situation. So thank you, Chief. We appreciate everything you're doing.
Thank you, and I'd also like to commend the council and the mayor's office for coming together as a community and supporting the Hmong community. I'm heartbroken. I'm heartbroken over this, but more, I'm angry. I'm so mad that this occurred. People behind me, they're not the Hmong community. They're Fresno. These are Fresno, and they're our community. And I will not rest until they're captured. The suspects are captured and brought to justice. And then I'll grieve, and I'll grieve with them. But my focus, the department's focus, with our partners at the state and federal level, we have one focus right now, and that's to bring justice to this community. Thank you.
And we fully know you will do that. So justice will prevail. It's just a matter of time.
Pao Yang, Fresno Center, President Capriolio, City Council, Mayor Lee Brand, and Chief Hall. With me this morning is our Hmong community, our elders and leaders, and beside me here is Ku's widow. Ku Zhang is one of the men that was murdered on Sunday. This here is Pia's father, also with me. His son was murdered on Sunday. I want to thank the city leadership for coming together. It's not a Hmong tragedy. It is a Fresno City tragedy, and I thank all of you for coming together and supporting us, supporting the 4 families and all the victims. We still have 6 folks that are hurt, injured in the hospital. We continue to look for your support, but on behalf of the Fresno Center and some of our elders that probably are not able to come up and speak, I want to thank all of you for your support, and we look forward to your continual support as we find the killers and bring them to justice. 3 things that the Hmong community is looking forward for from the support of the city. Number 1, find the killers. Number 2, please help us bury our dead. Number 3, let's heal together. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Anyone else wish to come forward and speak on this item? All right. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for letting us know that you are part of our family and we are part of your family. We're Fresnans, and we'll unite, stand together, and justice will prevail. Justice will prevail in this situation. Screen is clear, so thank you all very much for being here. And again, we will adjourn in loving memory of those that we lost in this tragedy. So thank you all for being here. Appreciate it very much. Meeting is adjourned.
Today, the City Council and the Mayor approved adding $40,000 more for the reward fund to be able to catch the people that committed these murders in Fresno.
Okay, so maybe can you kind of elaborate or explain a little bit more into that situation?
So basically now we have more than $50,000 for whoever comes forward and provides us information that would lead to the arrest of the individuals who did the mass shooting in Southeast Fresno. We hope that more than $50,000 is enough to convince somebody to come forward with the information that we need to make the arrest.
Okay, now when you say more than 50,000, because I heard it 40, so can you give me the total number?
So the Crime Stoppers put up 5,000. Somebody else provided 10,000. Today we gave 40,000 more, so we're up to more than $50,000 for the reward fund.
Okay, so this 40 here is from the city?
From the city of Fresno, yes.
Okay, so added to the 10 and the 5. Okay, so at this time, is there any leads to as to whom?
You know, the police department has leads, and they're working with the FBI and other agencies to make the arrest.
Okay.
So we hope that they will be able to announce something soon.
Okay, and do you know how many law enforcement that combine to help each other doing this search?
There are multiple law enforcement agencies. Locally, it's the City of Fresno Police Department, the Sheriff's Department, the Tobacco and Alcohol and Firearms, ATVF, the FBI are all working together with Homeland Security also. So everybody's working together with dozens of officers to catch the people.
Okay. Can you also state your name and see what's your position here too?
Miguel Arias, Fresno City Council member in District 3.
The Fresno Police Department only recognizes Crime Stoppers as our reward fund. It's not part of the Fresno Police Department, and it guarantees confidentiality if someone does report information, and it gives us separation. But until Crime Stoppers actually receives the money, they will not identify that as a reward. Well, again, we're not leaving any stone unturned, and what we call a task force is not as important as the focus of the task force, and we have one focus, which is to capture those responsible, and we're not going to leave any stone unturned. So whether we call it a task force or a gang task force really does not make a difference. It's how we respond.
人家用的高中那天，但是下有海的人用了人只用开哩，平时的工作做到那 Fresno City Hall 呢，开个路没车里家。
可能被Derek 上被蒙或先机上。
OK，个ตัวทั้งนั้นเนี่ยก็กูตัวใช้เจลิจ่าเท่า
是真的，这么像我都或估呀估上呢，可能被这么估上。
OK，这里ก็ตอนน้อว่าเลยเขาว่าแล้วเขาต่อให้เขาเนี่ยก็เขาสาลิจ่าเท่า
那一刻我这里了，他就是说呢，一个中行，呀，一个中的，我现在弄了都是的话，我 Fresno 然后马来西亚的朋友了，我8边梦，了我这个到都那我真正都被叫米都米的天，呀，一个中，呀。
tận đây này có bọn chờ có đó họ chỉnh ô lý chán gì chán gì rồi thế
yên chờ mà chơi đó có thể bây giờ có bây giờ mong sẽ được stand up tua mùi thì có trong này trong tàu này tàu thì mua thì khó lên nó là chỉ có sẽ có bây support có lo cho thì có thì bây voice bây tụ khen thì bây chỉ concern bây tụ khen là sao là thứ concern cho bây là thì nó thi tiêm mà nhớ là thì còn nó mà có là xong bây trong cái này vậy nhớ là có khen nó mà thì nâng từ đó tên là mà là tôi chỉ tôi chỉ bây ở sáng lúc sáng hoa mà tên nu tên là tua ta chỉ tới lấy của mù tàu của tí lâu chế mà tôi yêu là chỉ muốn nâng tua là sao chỉ còn nói tiêm mà yêu chủ yêu ấy còn nu chia chấp lại nhớ là bây community yêu ấyเขาเดี๋ยวไปจุดเตาวัวก็หน้าจุดชาหน่อยก็เลยบอกที่ไปมอเชียนะวันเดียวเท่าไรมอเชียนะไปมองอยู่จุดมอเชียนะไปถูกแข่งวันเดียว
OK， chỉ trong xe thì các cô họ tàu tôi cùng theo,但是我哋個係啲比較主到寫嚟共寫啲，都個將嚟將到啲一樣呢個，我哋寫報啲俾我說啲。
冇真嘛，又比起我個比較說啲錄音機上那比我呀，我轉到啦。
OK，我轉到啦。Good morning， 這個pa。
Good morning， nhớ rồi。
thì họ có họ mua họ xài lụm mong thiên mình chỉ khi là bây giờ này gì sẽ là thì là của tàu sai thì nó nói bây của tàu cho nên là Fresno City họ này họ luôn họ phiền nó nói kia thì tiền gì đó chứ
lúc họ phiền nó nằm mà cho nó cho chữ nữa là cho tầm luật là cũng muốn là department từ mayor là cũng muốn nữa department là mà tàu cho city council là cũng muốn là thế cái nó nói nó là pe ba nó chữ nó là một thông số công chữ thơ bao nhiêu rồi là một ban thì cả tàu choตัวไปเปล่าตัวตู้เนี่ยยอดรอรู้จอเนาะไปจะเนี่ยจะซีนเราใจหนึ่งเท่าตัวตอนในสิริหอเนาะก็เราปอไปเทียเราเทียหรือมอเชียป้าไปเก๋ไปกูตัวเรากูปอไปเรากูมอเชียป้าไปเรากูเจียจีนจีเปล่าจะผ่านจีเราหมดเราโหลูครายสตาร์เปอร์เนาะก็เตาเงียนเตาลินเตาเจ้าไอ้ที่หลีมัวหนึ่งอยู่เคลียป้าไปเทียกับเตาอ้อตัวไปเปล่าตัวตู้ตอนนู้นสันเดตาแล้วเนาะ
ก็กูอยากอีดูว่าจีถ้าจะใช้เจริญลูกของเขาเนาะที่แต่是ก็กูว่าเขาหรือว่าจะจะเขารู้จอ Fresno เนาะที่เราก็จะถ้าจะ chief police แล้วมันจะเต็มอย่างที่นั่นที่เนี่ยก็ปกป้องจะยัดรนแต่ช้าว่าทุกจังสื่อเนี่ยเรากูปนแต่ชอบการเท่ามันจะเต็มเชียร์ตลิจ่าเต็มแต่ที่
เลยยังจะต้องเขียนต่างดาววิทยาเราจะนินุ่นเทียจะตู้จังสื่อป้าเลยเนี่ยจะยิ่งจ้องหันจะให้ local จะให้ state จะให้ federal แกกูจุดท่าเตามันจีลินาสิเทียดอนดาเลยเนี่ยแกมัวจีคนนั้นกูเจอจะตำรวจแล้วมาหามันชัดเตอร์ตัวไปใช่ไหมว่าโหอีจงคือที่นี่จะใช่ไหมตัวป้าไปนะตัวป้าไปแต่ฉันไปจะย่อ Fresno ธุรกิจชนตู้เนี่ยจะย่อเสือรอเสือลาดเสือเตะเฉยในที่ปอเลยแต่ฉันไปให้มองย่อตัว Fresno นั้นจะยิ่งชนตู้ดีซื้อกูรงเชียแต่มัวจะนอนจะชื่อย่อนอนแล้วกูมัวเกลูชัวเสือไปเทียหามัวคนนั้นชัดเตอร์มันจีตัวเนี่ยรงเชียตัวมอง USA TV แล้วกูตัวไทยเทียมัวคนนั้นจะละหมดตั้งใจเราใช่ได้ใช่
โอเค我撞到了ก่อนนะโอเคขณะกูอยากขอแต่ยอดเราไปกูต้องชี้ทางยอดเราจาก Fresno City Hall เนี่ยเจน้องน้องกูอยากอินน้องแต่จะเขาเลยกูทำหมดเลยนอนนี่กูตอนตื่นนอนเราเลยเที่ยขอเงียบเลยมั่วเราหมดเราจะเจอเราหมดเขา crime stopper เนี่ยจะเลยกูที่มั่วเลยกูจี้เสียเลยเจน้องน้องเลยกูชั้นเลยเปล่าจะเสียเที่ยเนี่ยจะยังไม่ให้ตั้งชอนเนี่ยจะกูอยากจี้จี้เสียเนี่ยขอเงียบจะเราหมดเชิงกาแต่เราหมดป้าจะที่นี่แต่ในเรื่องตื่นเที่ยเตาจะที่นี่เพย์แต่ตัวไปเปล่าตัวที่นี่นะตัวท่าชิ้นเนี่ยเที่ยเราเลยขอเราจะเลยมามั่วซาจะเราหมดอย่างเล่นเตะเราจะนอนเนี่ยจะขอเงียบเนี่ยขอว่าเงียบเลยจะเราหมดเรื่องตื่นตุนเที่ยเราจะนอนนั่นเนี่ย